Well, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion. Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. So that's got things underway.
Well, there's a big game player, if ever there was one.
Iniesta, universally admired. So what do we expect from him today, Jim?
Well, he's the master of time and space, Peter. He finds those little pockets in dangerous areas, moves the ball forward, taking people in the narrowest of spaces and delivers precision balls. And he does it pretty much better than anyone else. Class.
Not getting too much time on the ball here. That is good pressing. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Xavi. Ronaldinho. And it's Pedri. For Hasebe. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Oh, this is a great position. Pirlo. Lobbed in behind. Busquets clears it away. He has a look up. He's cut it out. Nothing significant to report up to this point, but we are still very early in the game. Hasebe. Iniesta. Now it's Stojkovic. Spread it left.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled.
And it's Hasebe. And it's Rijkaard.
Well, it seems as if the message has been issued by both managers: don't concede the opener.
It's a good spell of possession, this. No, that's been intercepted. Seedorf. Van Dijk. Neymar. It's Seedorf. It's not an especially good pass, that. Pirlo is the distributor-in-chief, always looking for movers. Cruyff. Hasebe producing a good steal there, showing a good level of alertness. Ronaldinho. And it's Hasebe. Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Oh, he's been caught on it here! And he's there to clear it. Messi receives it in a wide position. He is through here! Messi will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. He steps in, and that's the end of that. Cannavaro with the challenge, and he has given away a free kick. Pirlo. Seedorf plays the game a step ahead of almost anyone. Oh, lovely feed, he is such a good mover. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Goes for a shot! Goal! Manchester United! And that will surely go down as one of the easiest goals he could ever score.
Some great movement here, and the pass was perfect. All he had to do was just apply the finishing touch.
So the first moment of real significance.
Well, this will present the manager with a few interesting options, Peter. Try sitting on this or push on with the...
And it's Xavi. Shot a goal! And there's a goal! And once more we are all square. You score, we score.
Yeah, since going a goal down, they've dug in to produce a really fine spell, which for me deserved that equaliser.
Was there ever any doubt?
Peter, I can tell you, that was nothing short of a cold-blooded execution.
So, oh, terrible mistake. And And the shot! Goal! Manchester United! And they get themselves in front! Another moment of magic, a real wow moment.
That's what he lives for, Peter. Not a lot more to add.
Manchester United have their lead. Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there, and evident annoyance.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
Shevchenko. Here comes the corner. Manchester United with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. Cleared without hesitation. Nedved. He slid in, and that has raised the temperature on the touchline. And he thumps it clear. He's in a good position here. And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
Yeah, Peter, I think the smartest of reactions, and he just attacked the danger.
Now it's Stojkovic. Nicely weighted ball. Oh, it's just a little long. And that brings the first half to a close. That was a very watchable and entertaining half of football, and it's fair to say that both teams have played their part. No, well, the pickings certainly have been rich in this first half.
Well, it's a lead that's by no means convincing. The manager can't go too easy on his players here. I think they need to re-establish that focus and try to lift the purpose again. They'll want a good start to the second half.
So that was the first half, and we will be back with the second half shortly. The second half is up and running.
Valencia can really do with some bigger names standing up here. At times they didn't even look as if they knew what they were doing.
Pedri, looking for the run. Ronaldinho gets into a good position. And it's Stojkovic. It's Hasebe. Some intricate passing, looking to progress the ball. Shevchenko. Nice looking ball. Cannavaro. And he's gone searching crossfield, and he's intervened well there. And it's Hullet. Oh, that's a key interception. Nothing wrong with that tackle. Ball won cleanly. Can he get it through? Oh, he's found support out wide. He's found a way through. Another pass just keeps it ticking over. Pedri. Neymar. Just eases him off the ball. So can they find a way to turn round this deficit? Oh, this looks sharp. Just about up to the hour now. It's a pretty loose pass. Rijkaard. Hasebe. And it's Ronaldinho. Pedri. Stojkovic makes a dash for it. Threads one in. And he's picked it up out wide. Now, can they get him away?
Valencia really are going for it here, Peter. Now it's just a matter of sustaining the effort.
They're coming again and again.
Well, the question now is whether they can sustain it.
It's Nedved! And kept out by the most elastic of saves.
Nedved really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
Manchester United have their second corner now. Hasebe getting this one clear. Oh, good ball. Can he finish? Oh, wow, that's crazy! That was fabulous. The most adept of touches, the smoothest of finishes.
Yeah, the right touch in moments like that is key to what follows. All very neat and tidy.
And that means just one thing, match ball.
Well, he's been on a crusade, and his first goal seemed to just whet the appetite.
Well, that has changed the dynamic somewhat.
The crowd are calling for this to be put to bed. There's little sympathy about.
And here's Hullet. Busquets. Great vision. Tries a measured ball. That's a decent clearance. It'll be a throw-in. Neymar. And it's Seedorf. Skillfully cut out. He is so at ease on the ball. That's going wide left. He's got away. Nice control. And it's made its way to him. Messi. Xavi. A quick look, thought about cutting inside. Cruyff. Xavi looking to add to his goal. Iniesta.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
And he's definitely onside. Messi. That's Rijkaard. And this is Iniesta. Spread out to the left. Van Dijk. Sanchez. And here's Shevchenko. Tries to play it through. Neymar finding himself in space. Referee looks at his watch and blows his whistle. Well, that was a frustrating game. They were, at times, cohesive, very capable, but undone by an opponent who simply did a better job. Well, after all of that, Jim, what are you thinking?
Valencia desperately failing to impose themselves.
Well, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion. Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. We're up and running then.
The Dutch introduced total football to the world, and in many ways, Ruud Gullit is the perfect example.
Well, he really could play in any position.
Yes, he started as a sweeper and showed that he could play anywhere in midfield and indeed up front. Big, strong and absolutely gifted.
There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. They get a throw in. Thuram. Vieira. And here's Vinicius Junior. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. And that has earned a few nods of approval from the bench.
Size really matters, and it's time to make it matter now.
And it's made its way to him. Real chance! That's a decent clearance. And now a sudden chance to counter. So, Jim, what has caught your eye in these early exchanges?
Well, neither side has really grabbed the initiative, I would say. Both must have come in with a view of not making any early mistakes. So we're seeing some conservatism here.
Vieira producing a good steal there, showing a good level of alertness. Gullit. Vinicius Junior has an approach to the game which is pretty much shoot on sight. Ball's gone out of play. Valencia are still to register a shot on target. As a matter of fact, a shot of any type. Good ball, good take. Oh, shooting chance! And for a moment, time stood still.
Modern football for you. You get zero time to think on the ball.
And the keeper's given it away. Chance, surely! Well, that wasn't too dissimilar to the previous attempt.
Munich really can be very happy with the way they're going about things, Peter. They'll want to capitalise on this good spell, though.
Rijkaard gets it away. Rijkaard. But it's Thuram. Well seen, saw that coming. And now they can spring out of defence. Pedri. He's a sharp little ball here.
Lamine Yamal clearly held on to it far too long there. Did he do enough to find someone? He looked as if he had his mind set on trying to do everything his way.
Looking for the run. That's a risky ball, you've got to say. Isco. And it's Isco. Well, here's a man adored by many, even deified by some. And here's Yamal. Yamal! He's got away with one there.
That's great reading of the game, and it led to a decent chance. Cracking aggression.
Ronaldinho. Foot in. Pedri, tantalisingly brilliant, at times unstoppable. Still waiting for the game's first breakthrough goal. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Messi. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. Oh, good-looking ball. Xavi. Now it's Isco. Now this could be a chance. Van Dijk cannot be beaten that easily. Yamal. And the counter is on. Gullit. Messi. Hasebe. That's been cut out, well played. Stojkovic.
There will be 1 minute added time.
Now it's Messi. And the whistle's gone, presumably for offside. So a temporary halt to the action. So we go in at half-time with both defences still yet to be breached. They rather cancelled each other out in the first period. Let us see what the second half brings. How do you look back on the first 45 minutes?
Well, it's been nothing but frustration, really, Peter. I think the team as a whole has to take more risks, but they really need to up their quality too.
So both teams still stuck on the starting blocks here, 0-0 at the break. The second half is up and running. So neither side has yet broken through. Cannavaro. And he's forced to go back. Not the most convincing of passes. Hasebe. Looking to pass their way up the pitch. Always goal side. Maldini cuts it out. It's a good run he's making out on the left. Vieira. And it's Gullit. Now Mbappe. Strokes it back.
Just too much pressure. Had to go that way.
Xavi. Busquets. And it's Pedri. Pedri is fouled. There could be trouble here, but for now the referee is keeping his cards in his pocket. Busquets is the distributor-in-chief, always looking for movers. Best part of an hour, and still no breakthrough from either side. Some intricate passing, looking to progress the ball. And here's Messi. Messi going face-to-face with his great rival. Xavi will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent.
Are certainly playing with an intense focus in executing their plan here.
That's a good intervention. That was what he had to make in the face of danger that was growing. Stojkovic. Mbappe wins the duel this time. It is still anyone's game, 0-0. Pedri. Stojkovic. It's a good foot in there. Gullit. Vinicius Junior. Now that looks a decent ball. Mbappe is onto this. Oh, facing up. Shot at goal! Nearly, but not quite.
I think that was probably what the opposition wanted him to do, Peter. They're not going to be overly worried if he's shooting from that sort of distance.
Played out towards the right wing. Messi might just make this. He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. That's the throw. And that's definitely not his best. Pull it. And it's Messi. Messi proves too strong. Yamal! It's loose and there's a race for the ball. Stojkovic can see things others simply cannot. Cannavaro. Xavi. It's a really well-measured ball. Oh, that's fabulous. There's the shot! And that is doing no harm at all.
Oh, what a chance. He probably had more time than he realised.
Valencia can now introduce the first of their substitutes.
Well, for me, this was the obvious substitution. He'd become just a little jaded, and as a result of that, he was most likely to make a mistake. I think sometimes when the body becomes tired, the brain goes with it, and I think that's happened in this case.
That looks a foul. Yep, referee's given it. And he's going to have his name taken. Busquets. Ball played for Xavi. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup.
Well, they've got one eye on the clock, but the balancing act is very fine at this stage. Go for it, and it could backfire. Sit back, and it may be at a price.
And it's Xavi. Busquets. And this is Messi. Delivered low. Schmeichel deals with that nice and simple.
Valencia really can't be faulted for their attitude, and if they go on to win this, it'll be fully deserved.
Well, he's certainly caught him there. It's a free kick.
Well, you either commit a foul and take one for the team, or just stand by and concede a potential goal. It's not a great choice, Peter, but I think I do the former in that position.
Now this could be a pivotal moment. Dying minutes, free kick, great position. And this is a great... Messi! It's a loose ball. Maldini. Out again for a throw-in. And it's Vieira. He's having a hit! And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
All hands on deck for this one. And that has earned a reprieve for the time being.
2 added minutes
Pull
has
it.
been indicated.
And this is Messi. Ronaldinho. If we're going to get a winner, it's got to come now. Vieira. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Messi looking to receive it in space.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
And that is as far as it goes. Frustration, exasperation, vexation, certainly from an attacking perspective. Neither side able to make an impression despite all the huff and puff. Your final thoughts, Jim?
Well, a decent draw, Peter, with a good mix of action and plenty of talking points, and it ended with the right result, in my opinion.
Well, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the
Hello,
camaraderie.
everybody, and
The
welcome
fans
to
have pulled out
today's
all the
match.
stops to make this a monumental occasion. There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. Well, we're on the way.
Well, just when you think you've got Eden Hazard, Peter, he opens up another box of tricks entirely.
And that's the thrill about him, isn't it? Every time you come and watch him play, he seems to come up with more and more surprises.
Well, I mean, that's the key to the job, isn't it? Find a different way of doing the same thing, and that he basically excels at. He's fantastic once he comes inside. Anything is possible.
Cannavaro.
That's really good energy, Peter, the way they defend from the front.
Xavi, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. That has ended up in no man's land. Now it's Pelé. That looks a cracking ball. Tries a shot! He's delivered all right!
Well, talk about a real rude awakening. It's almost as if the defence saw nothing coming. They just didn't anticipate. On heels rather than toes.
And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch, and they're dazed.
Valencia are already chasing the game. They didn't envisage that. And it's Pedri. Stojkovic. De Rossi. Seedorf. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
Turns back here, probably the best option. Cannavaro. Gullit running with intent. And he was alert to it. Valencia are behind here, despite their domination of possession. Stojkovic. Pedri going face-to-face with his great rival. Isco! Oh, he has leathered that.
Well, that was smashed with venom, violence even. All he had to do was hit the target. It's such a shame. Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
De Rossi, Pelé. Some intricate passing, looking to progress the ball. And he's in on... It's Eto'o! It's loose now and they want to get it back. Busquets is the team's great visionary. Xavi. Busquets. Hasebe. Isco. Xavi will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Getting on for a third of the way through the game. Seedorf. Eto'o. Now and the finish! They are queuing up to have a go here.
Oh, they're just unrelenting, Peter. Wave after wave of attacks. Now it's just a matter of making at least one of them count.
Hasebe. Messi. Nicely weighted ball. Eto'o is onto this. Oh, looks like he's been taken out there. Arsenal with the corner, they're first. They've played it short. That's very neat. Oh, no, that was never going to make it. Valencia are looking to go forward now. Cannavaro is a man so notably robust and resolute in his defending.
Valencia certainly could do with a positive spell for the remainder of this half, just to set the tone for what's to come.
Shapes to shoot! Isco. Stojkovic. 40 minutes gone. Half-time closing in. Xavi looking to receive it in space. He has found the way through. Opts to play it back. Oh, well played, well played. That's a sharp pass.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
Into the channel.
That's positional gold, the utilisation of space.
There will be one more
Shooting chance! And he's there to get it away. Look at this. Hazard! Isco. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. And the referee says that is that for the first half. Well, there were plenty of talking points in that first half, but just the one goal. It's still anybody's game here. Valencia go in at half-time with a game to chase.
Well, for me, Peter, things have never really got going, but at least this will be a good time to reflect and regroup. I can see a few changes coming, because whatever they've been doing, it just hasn't gelled.
Well, that just about sorts out the first 45 minutes, and we'll be back with the second very soon. So we're straight back at it at the start of the second half.
Well, I think in these circumstances, it's all about how to adjust the balance of your team. I mean, you want to get back in it as soon as possible, but without leaving yourself too open.
Forwards and with intent. Valencia do appear to have made a half-time change.
I'll be fascinated to see how the change now affects their overall strategy.
Pedri, the magician-in-chief, his feet twinkling. Cannavaro.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
Driving on and making good progress.
Hazard clearly held on to it far too long there. Did he do enough to find someone? He looked as if he had his mind set on trying to do everything.
There's the shot! And that's a tidy finish. They have come roaring back.
Well, they were starting to look more and more threatening, Peter, so this comes as no surprise. The fans here are pretty fired up now.
The lightness of step, the sharpness of movement, the certainty of finish.
Oh, that's wonderful to see. The run was explosive, the finish exquisite.
And in a trice, the substitute has scored already.
I think the manager's claiming an assist here.
Valencia restore parity.
Well, I'd happily watch this every week, Peter. This is exactly what you want from a big game.
De Rossi conjures time and space where few can. Oh, he's found support out wide. Lovely ball and a real chance now. Nice interception, well, it's Pele! He pondered over it, and that goes down as a chance missed.
Pele simply took an age to make his mind up, Peter, when urgency was the single requirement.
Now it's Eto'o. Real chance! Goal! Arsenal! And they've got their lead back. Perfect placement. The one place the keeper couldn't reach.
That's just a fabulous, fabulous finish. Anything that close to the frame of the goal, 99 times out of 100, the keeper's not getting there.
Substitution for Arsenal. Number 20.
Arsenal
Eto.
choosing to make the
Number
first
5,
change.
Gullit.
Arsenal have
Number
their
10,
lead.
Hazard. Number 18.
And he's forced to go
Pele.
back.
Number 24.
Valencia
Sado.
perhaps wondering what the best
Coming
time
on
is
the
for their
field,
next substitution.
Number 11. Del Piero. Number 21.
Mackay running with the ball.
Number 22.
Spread out to the
Johan
left.
Cruyff. Number 6. Number 42.
Varane kept his eye on it, and he's there. Rafael Varane is a perfect combination of brain and brawn. Maldini. Rafael Varane. Almost 75 minutes on the clock now. Cruyff. De Rossi. And it's Nesta. Played back to the goalkeeper. Buffon, the picture of dependability itself. Now Rafael Varane. Opts for safety. Maldini. And it's Nesta. And Paz. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Can he get it through? Can he latch on to this? Neither of these two want to come off second best. Del Piero stood his ground strongly. And it's Maldini. Tries to pass it through. Oh, that's neat.
Arsenal surely have to be commended for their drive and desire. Most teams would be taking the easier defensive route by now.
That pass isn't the best. Buffon. Nesta. And it's De Rossi. Rafael Varane. Thuram making good progress on the right-hand side.
Arsenal can really think about the precious seconds that took off the clock. No need to overly commit now.
Now it's Cruyff. Can he get on the end of this? Bullish header! Goal! And surely now, the result's beyond doubt. That is a fine goal, really efficiently done.
So well played, Peter. Did a great job keeping sight of the ball. Made a classic move and met it perfectly.
Number 11.
Arsenal have surely won it, or so you would think.
Well, I think if they're going to have any hope from here, they'll need to see their more experienced lads step up to the plate now.
Passes coming off in quick succession here.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
3 minutes added time.
Fourth official showing that there will be 3 minutes of added time. That's good running with the ball. And that is it. The referee has seen enough. Valencia perhaps ended up out of ideas and out of steam. Some warm applause and acknowledgement of the effort put in by the players, but that does not hide the overall disappointment.
I'd like to draw your attention to the screen.
Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now. Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set. So off we go then.
We all know what Xavi's game is about, Peter, but that doesn't help when it comes to trying to stop him.
Extraordinary, really, because he's never had to rely on pace or on strength.
No, his game is all about finding and exploiting space and knowing the landscape around him, and he's just brilliant at creating goals and scoring them.
Yeah, he just seems to have all the time in the world on the ball. Hasebe. Oh, facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. Some intricate passing, looking to progress the ball. Now it's Eto'o. And now the breakaway. He's beaten the last man. Eto'o. There's the shot! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
Eto'o really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
Paris Saint-Germain with the corner, there first. And it's been taken short. Well, it's gone out again, and so we'll have a repeat corner. Corner number 2 then. Not quite sure who got the final touch, but it will be another corner. Paris Saint-Germain have their 3rd corner. They've played it short. That is lovely. Valencia have the chance to go the other way. It's Eto'o! It's loose now and they want to get it back. And this is Xavi. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. And he welcomes it in. Busquets, defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. Getting too much time on the ball here, that is good pressing. And it's Pedri. Seedorf did well to step in there, that was more than necessary.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
Oh, nice touch. Shot a goal! Oh, that was no routine save.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
Deco gets a foot in here. Good take, and is he in? And he's... Eto'o! A collective sigh of relief from the defence.
And this is why almost every team presses from the front these days, Peter. If you get it right, it creates more chances.
Hasebe is always looking to break lines. Valencia, so far, providing no real test at all for the goalkeeper. Iniesta threads one in. Messi finding himself in space. Chance! There it is! And we have liftoff! And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Well, Peter, I know from experience there are players who always seem to know where the ball's going to end up. This isn't about luck at all, despite what people say. Just keep an eye on his movement.
Oh, he's been caught napping! Oh, lovely feed, he is such a good mover. Oh, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Now it's Xavi. It's a really well-measured ball. Messi has it in a wide position. Can he get it through? Marcelo deals with that comfortably. Stojkovic. Passing is crisp and sharp. Short changes him with that pass. And it's Pedri.
Valencia can certainly afford to see this half out now and reset during the break.
Now it's Messi. He's picked his way through. Real chance! Oh, the ball's run loose here. And he nearly went all the way.
Yeah, I think he's a little annoyed with himself there, Peter, because he did pretty much everything right up to the end.
Busquets. And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. 1-0 the score. Busquets. Pass is coming off in quick succession here. Stojkovic proves just a little bit too strong. That's Cannavaro. And it's Hasebe. Pedri. Played out to the left flank. It's a promising position. Very nicely done.
That's good play from him.
He has found a way through. And this is Iniesta. Baresi did well to stay. And the referee says that is that for the first half. There's been no shortage of industry or intent thus far. A little inspiration and inventiveness, perhaps the only things lacking. How would you review the first half?
OK, they got hit with that one sucker punch, but I don't think there was much wrong with their overall approach. I think the boss needs to give his team a lift during the break, and they should still be quite buoyant.
Valencia just about ahead, 1-0 at the break. The second period is on the way. Valencia currently ahead by the smallest of margins. Spread it left. And here's Ronaldinho. That's Busquets. Stojkovic. Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
Valencia clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. Deco. That's a good ball. Showing good feet. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Cannavaro. Still just a single goal between the sides. Oh, he's found support out wide, and he's picked it up out wide. He is just caressing the ball. Pedri has the space to scheme. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind.
Xavi! And again! And yes, it's there! 2 up and in charge, and things are looking pretty good for them now. Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
That's smart play from him, actually, Peter. That goal was all about positioning. He knew instinctively where to be should the keeper have gotten a little jittery.
Oh, shooting chance! Euphoria, utopia, and they are cavorting! It's all becoming so easy. A horrible blip, a situation utterly avoidable that has resulted in considerable embarrassment.
Yeah, they've only got themselves to blame. Mistakes in those areas are very punishable.
3-0 and things are starting to look awfully cosy.
This is wonderful front-footed football. The manager will be absolutely thrilled to see his team clicking in every department.
Tries one from range. Great strike, the test for the keeper.
Well, if they hope to have any chance of turning this round, they have to abandon their shoot-on-sight policy. It's just not working.
Rijkaard. Valencia have scored 2 quick goals here. That's Rijkaard. Cannavaro. Stojkovic. Cannavaro. Xavi. Almost 75 minutes on the clock now. Ronaldinho. Busquets. And it's Rijkaard. And it's Stojkovic. Busquets. Hasebe, the man that is tenacity personified. He's shifting through the gears here. Messi showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Cruyff. Cannavaro. Looking to play him in. Pedri. Valencia are almost home and dry now. Xavi. That has been slung wide. Busquets. Pressing high and with purpose. Pedri. Busquets. Just eases him off the ball. Muscular approach does pay off here. And there's his chance to lead the counter. Rijkaard. This is a promising build-up. No unnecessary risks, and the game is petering out here. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. And here's Messi. He is through here. Oh, great defending, that needed doing. Eto'o with a definite fell there. And that's it. So thank you very much, Jim, for joining me. That brings us to the end of our coverage. So from us both, a very good evening.
Chers spectateurs, nous vous rappelons que
Well, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion. Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. So we're very much on the way now. Jim, who do you pick out as the telling individual today?
David De Gea, simply because of the remarkable strides he's made to earn the worldwide respect that now exists. From an insecure, hesitant spell, he's grown into a supremely confident and assured character.
Yes, they'll certainly be leaning heavily on him. Hasebe. Rijkaard. Busquets. And it's Pedri.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
That's Busquets. And here's Pedri. Fermin did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Played back to the goalkeeper. Patience, the overwhelming virtue in this game so far. Zanetti. Chiellini. And Silvestre. And it's Vieira. Adriano. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Pedri, tantalisingly brilliant, at times unstoppable. Turns back here, probably the best option. Oh, sweet feet. Cannavaro, defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man.
Well, neither defence has had a wake-up call yet, because neither attack has turned up.
Busquets. Passes coming off in quick succession here. Rijkaard cuts out the pass. Busquets. Hasebe. Busquets. Ronaldinho. Hasebe. Busquets. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. Serginho. That's good play. Deftly away. There will be a throw-in. And it's Lopez. Oh, what? And the shot! He doesn't look too happy with that.
Well, there wasn't too much wrong with his effort. He needs to get on the ball again and give it another crack. I would.
Busquets. Hasebe is always scanning the pitch for targets. Threads one in. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Chiellini. Adriano. Pass somewhat off target. Cannavaro is a man so notably robust and resolute in his defending. Hasebe. It's Pedri. Busquets. Hasebe. Rijkaard. That's Busquets. And he's forced to go back. Hasebe. And anyone who's joined us late, I can confirm that in terms of goals, at least you've missed nothing. Hasebe chooses to go cross-field. And it's Messi. Messi will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Looking to pass their way up the pitch. Oh, that's nice. That's Busquets. Hasebe. Now that looks a decent ball. Stojkovic. Too much on it, and that is an easy claim for the keeper. Nicely shaped ball. Oh, that's a key interception. Hasebe. And for the first half, that is that. A decent enough half, but neither side able to get on the score sheet. Time for some fresh ideas in the second period, perhaps. How would you review the first half?
Well, it's been nothing but frustration, really, Peter. I think the team as a whole has to take more risks, but they really need to up their quality too.
So we reached the halfway point, and neither side have yet been able to force the issue. It's 0-0. And hostilities have resumed at the start of the second half. So neither side has yet broken through. And this is Adriano. Some intricate passing, looking to progress the ball. Hasebe. Cannavaro. That's Busquets. Cannavaro. Pedri. And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
Valencia clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
Hasebe. Busquets. That's destined for the flank. And it's Hasebe. Still waiting for the game to take off here. 0-0. And here's Isco. He's had it taken off him. Xavi. Isco. Over to the right flank. Fermin. Now, can they get him away? Not a hint of offside here. Oh, well played. Kept cool and dealt with it. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. And that's really well manoeuvred. And it's Xavi. He was under real pressure there. Searching pass he's played there. Oh, that's well spotted. Very few chances to talk of, Jim. Defence is, it seems, on top here.
Yes, 0-0 and little promise of a goal due to the shot-shy nature of this contest, but I'm not giving up on it. There's plenty energy on the pitch, not to give up hope just yet.
Now it's Isco. Isco makes a dash for it. Stojkovic. Vieira plays the game a step ahead of almost anyone. Isco. Great defending, strong and determined. He can run onto that. Surely, and he shoots! It's run loose. Oh, he's been caught on it here. And it's Vieira. Ronaldinho. Swung over. Messi. And this is Isco. Xavi. Just a quarter of an hour to play. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
That's Busquets. And here's Isco. Tries to pass it through.
Valencia clearly are pushing for the win here, Peter. It's making for a very frantic end to this game.
Oh, that was vital.
Se va a producir un cambio de jugadores. El dorsal 17 será sustituido por el dorsal 19, Hazard.
And we have our very first corner. Messi goes short. Lovely bit of skill. Oh no, no circumventing this opponent. And now they can spring out of defence. And it's Pedri. Pedri going face-to-face with his great rival. And here's Stojkovic. Messi has it out wide and in space. Messi! Oh, that was a brilliant save.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
Nicely weighted ball. Xavi. Stojkovic. Busquets, nicely aimed pass.
I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
Habrá un minuto de descuento.
Hasebe. Azar. Stojkovic running with intent. And that has left him in a heap. Referee looks at his watch and blows his whistle. Frustration, exasperation, vexation, certainly from an attacking perspective. Neither side able to make an impression despite all the huff and puff. Any reflections on what you've seen, Jim?
Valencia can always take more positives from a result like this. Yes, there is some tidying up to do, but some real promise too.
So many thanks to Jim Beglin. That's all we have time for. Good evening to you.
En el marcador se puede ver un plano de las diferentes zonas del estadio.
Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now. Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set. And we're underway.
Well, if you're looking for a match winner, Peter, look no further.
Lionel Messi, the great genius himself. It felt almost unfair at times, didn't it, the way he just seemed to sweep the opposition aside. Even traditional bogey teams were just powerless to resist him when he was on his game.
Yeah, and I remember one game against the boys from Madrid when that famous front three were simply unplayable. They each scored a goal, with Messi grabbing the last one to put the icing right on the cake.
Best. Mateus. And here's Eto'o. Busquets does really well to win the ball there. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Rijkaard. Valencia controlling the possession in this early phase. Rijkaard. And it's Hasebe. Mateus. And here's Messi! Oh, that was wicked, a truly wicked effort.
Well, that was certainly bold, Peter. He's never short on confidence.
Pedri. Rijkaard. Oh, and they're quick to press here, right on top of them. It's Hasebe. Busquets. Quarter of an hour played. Valencia yet to have an attempt on goal. Turns back here, probably the best option. Isco. Can he get on the end of this? Nice bit of trickery. And it's Pedri. And it's Rijkaard. Cannavaro. Eto'o producing a good steal there, showing a good level of alertness. Busquets is always scanning the pitch for targets. Stojkovic. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Eto'o unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. Pedri. Stojkovic. This is a promising build-up. Xavi. And it's Pedri. Pedri going face-to-face with his great rival. And this is Isco. And it's Cannavaro. Oh, he's been caught napping! Xavi. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. It's a promising position. Eto'o now looking to orchestrate a counter. Well, good play on the left-hand side here. And Mateus. Best showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Well, I'm not sure how the stats look in terms of expected goals, but nothing actual has materialised so far. Oh, he's felt that, hasn't he? Stojkovic. Just 5 minutes left until the break. Looking to pass their way up the pitch. That's a good ball out wide. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Now it's Isco. Isco was alert to the possibilities. And that signals the end of the first period. Well, it was a half of could-haves and should-haves, but as the whistle blows, we remain where we started. Plenty for both managers to mull over here. Any opinion you'd like to express on the first half?
Well, it's been nothing but frustration, really, Peter. I think the team as a whole has to take more risks, but they really need to up their quality too.
So, both teams still stuck on the starting blocks here, 0-0 at the break. Down to business again.
Well, both sides are eager to get going. Here's hoping that it's a good sign. Things are about to change. We need a little more life in this.
And that could set him on his way. And it's Pedri. Cannavaro. Hasebe. And it's Cannavaro. Stojkovic conjures time and space where few can. Some excellent tackling here, and that one a perfect example. He's in a great position here, and that's played in low. Hasebe gets it clear.
Is that the first time we've seen them try that? It's definitely given the opposition a little more to think about.
Up towards the hour mark, and still no goals. Now this could be a chance. Decent chance! Vieira. To Azar. Messi. Now Saliba. Saliba scooting forward. And it's Varane. And he's gone direct here. No, that's been intercepted. Very few chances to talk of, Jim. Defence is, it seems, on top here.
Yes, 0-0 and little promise of a goal due to the shot-shy nature of this contest, but I'm not giving up on it. There's plenty energy on the pitch, not to give up hope just yet.
Messi, he's got away. And he shoots! Stojkovic, that's wonderful! Sumptuous finish, an absolute joy! It is the pick-me-up they all longed for.
Look, that was a technical interaction of great football. That has gone down a treat.
Se va a llevar a cabo un cambio de jugadores.
Bayer Leverkusen can now introduce the first of their substitutes. Valencia have fired themselves in front.
Well, when the going gets tough, etc., they can still turn this round.
And the shot! Oh, that's fabulous! That is a gem! An absolute gem! And once more, we are all square. You score, we score.
Yeah, and analysis of the goal should take a back seat to the importance of a committed reaction. This is wonderful to watch.
The lightness of step, the sharpness of movement, the certainty of finish.
Well, from the moment he got involved, he looked as if he'd go all the way. Terrific.
And very quickly, the substitute made his mark.
I think the manager's claiming it.
Chance! Goal! Bayer Leverkusen! And the game is well and truly turned on its head. The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
Well, this is what we've been waiting for.
Well, their manager seems to have them always thinking about the next goal. When's the next goal coming?
Just the keeper in his way. Picked up and a shot. It's loose and there's a race for the ball. Isco. Xavi. Just a quarter of an hour to play.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled.
Stojkovic. That's the keeper's ball.
Valencia really are showing all the necessary urgency, but it's potency they need.
Pedri. Some intricate passing, looking to progress the ball. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Well, there was an element of promise insofar as they kept the ball well, but they did very little with it. A probing pass. Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there, and evident annoyance.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
Xavi. And it's Stojkovic. Cruyff. Spread it left. Roberto Carlos delivers. And now they can clear their lines.
Bayer Leverkusen can really think about the precious seconds that took off the clock. No need to overly commit now.
Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
Roberto Carlos in with the challenge. Whistle's gone and they've got themselves a free kick. Well, that's a booking, always looked it.
Se va a producir un cambio de jugadores.
They're taking a moment to consider their options.
El dorsal 7 serán sustituidos por el dorsal 19. Hazard. El dorsal.
No, that was never going to make it. And there goes the final whistle. Valencia pleasingly clever on the ball. They had their moments, but ultimately they take away nothing. Any reflections on what you've seen, Jim?
Well, in all honesty, Peter, this would have been seen as a very winnable game, but it turned into a typical case of how not to maximise your home advantage. And I think when you look back on it, Peter, the crowd played its part, there's no doubt about that. They got a bit down on their team, you know, early in the game, and it just went downhill from there.
Many thanks to Jim, and with that, it is a very good night to you. So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion. The game yet to kick off. The excitement already palpable. Thrilling scenes here too, so much in line with Atalanta's reputation as the great entertainers of Italian football. If you have just joined, you have just missed the kick-off. Christian Abbiati in goal today, just another example of a great Italian stopper. My goodness me, they've produced a few.
They have, and like some of the current crop, he's someone who's starred at the top level since his teens, Peter. Also proved himself to be a symbol of longevity and consistency.
Xavi, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. That's Busquets. Skriniar gets across to intercept that. And it's Pedri. Xavi. And he's chosen to go back. Nice sequence of passes this. Looking to pass their way up the pitch. Little pass back. Stojkovic. Spread out to the left.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Valencia are enjoying more and more possession, but very few chances up to now. And it's Iniesta. Threads one in. Skriniar. Could move up a gear here. Platini going face-to-face with his great rival. Oh, that's well spotted. Xavi. Over to the right flank. Messi picks it up out wide. Pedri! It's in! Simplicity itself.
Well, of course, it's great play to set him up, Peter, but you can't say the defence did themselves many favours then. They really should have picked him up sooner.
Valencia have penetrated for the first time.
Yeah, it's rare that one is enough, though, Peter. I get the feeling they'll be wanting another as soon as possible.
Valencia currently a goal to the good, and with the lion's share of the ball. Xavi. Busquets is the team's great visionary. Always onto this. He is just caressing the ball. Donadoni! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that. Well, look, they know they've got a height advantage, and it's time for them to use it.
Hasebe with the clearance. Valencia are looking to go forward now. And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point, and the score is 1-0. Xavi. And it's Ibrahimovic. And he's forced to go back. Hasebe. Almost half an hour in now. That's a good ball out wide. Now, can they get him away? And he's managed to get free. Xavi finding himself in space. Busquets. And this is Iniesta. Well, here's a man adored by many, even deified by some. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
The referee's awarded a free kick. Neither of these two want to come off second best. And it's Stojkovic. Pedri, who is rarely short on confidence. Some intricate passing, looking to progress the ball. Valencia are one up and looking surprisingly comfortable. He's found the way through. Oh, he's got a crucial block in there. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. The pass has gone astray, and he shoots! Iniesta. And Stojkovic. Couldn't squeeze it through. Donatoni. And that's gone loose. Donatoni. And here's Ibrahimovic. Tries to pass it through. Same again, same outcome.
Atalanta really have stepped it up now. They could have been a bit more greedy and forced the issue.
Now there's the shot! Oh, and one more try! Xavi. Stojkovic. That's going wide left. Ronaldinho providing an outlet on that flank. The ball's gone astray. Oh, sweet feet. Oh, that's a foul in a dangerous area.
Well, he was the one player you had to keep away from the area. Not the best way to do it, though.
Probably be looking to play it square from here. And there's not much doubt that this will be played into the penalty area. And this is Iniesta. And all eyes on the referee. It's a penalty. Valencia have themselves a chance from the spot. This further to improve their cause. Calm as you like, and they're running away with it. Not much more than a formality.
It reached its target.
And that is all they have time for.
Well, it's hard to say whether a two-goal advantage under these circumstances is decisive or not, but so far I haven't really seen enough to indicate that the opposition can come out in the second half and improve to that degree.
Valencia looking good, feeling good. It is 2-0 at the break. So, into the second half.
That's positional gold, the utilisation of space.
And it's Stojkovic. Out towards the flank. Ronaldinho has the space to scheme. Ibrahimovic going forward. That's good vision. Oh, that's a key interception. Rijkaard. Cannavaro. Busquets. Hasebe. A picture of focus and alertness. Pedri. That's Busquets. Skriniar producing a good steal there, showing a good level of alertness. Busquets. And it's Pedri.
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one... And the shot! And that's in! Oh, delicious! Such devilish curl!
And you can see he meant every bit of that, Peter. He had his head up as he went to hit it. He knew his landscape.
A shift in momentum, perhaps.
What a difference a half-time rocket from the manager can make. This is exactly the response he'd be looking for.
Busquets. Pedri. Pedri will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. It's been slipped through, and he's got away from it. Real chance! He's done very well to get to that.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
Atalanta have their second corner now. Yaya Toure! No, just not quite.
That is a really good chance missed, Peter. Certainly the way he's been playing.
Well, Jim, it is abundantly clear that the tone of this game has changed markedly within the last few moments.
Well, it has, because the deficit has now been halved, Peter, and because of that, it seems to have developed into some sort of shock for them, and it's going to be very interesting to see how they can take it on from here.
Xavi. And it's Pedri. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. That's Busquets. This is a promising build-up. Off. He's been bundled over, that is a foul. And he is going into that little black book. Messi is standing over this one, looking to widen the gap even further here. Forlan. Donatoni. Yaya Toure. Driving on and making good progress. Played out wide. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him. Atalanta really are going for it here, Peter. Now it's just a matter of sustaining the effort.
There is an irresistible... Takes a shot! Now, who's going to be first to this? And needless to say, that deserved better.
That's good running. It makes life so much easier when you have people who are willing to go beyond the defence like that.
Oh, he's going to be pulled back for that one. And no surprise, that's a booking. Stojkovic. Half an hour gone in the second half. Stojkovic will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Passing is crisp and sharp. Pedri. Played out towards the right wing. Messi.
Sostituzione per l'Atalanta. Numero 5. Viene sostituito con il numero 20. Cambio di giocatori.
Well seen. Saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Howson gets a foot in here. Forlan. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And that has left him in a heap. And it's Yaya Toure. Marcelo wants to run onto this.
Well, there's plenty to like about this approach. Get your head down, keep battling away, and eventually things might change for you.
Can he get on the end of this? He's had a shot! It's loose, and there's a race for the ball.
I thought it was going to happen then. How many more chances can they realistically expect now?
Not much time now for anything fresh to happen, I think. That's destined for the flank. Space for him to turn and look.
Ci saranno 3 minuti di recupero.
Oh, yeah. Oh, no, it's an own goal!
Well, that's really unfortunate. He'll be kicking himself at the moment, and believe me, I know how that feels.
Well, who saw that coming? It has certainly made things interesting.
Listen, sometimes you need that little bit of luck in games like these.
Stojkovic conjures time and space where few can. And this is Forlan. It's Forlan! And it's hit the woodwork and out!
Sostituzione per l'Atalanta. Numero 9.
Well, the two coaches are signalling changes here, both at the same time.
Numero 8. Attenzione,
Keep the ball and the referee brings it to a close. Valencia can probably lay claim to the title of having been the better side here. Certainly more results driven as they went about their business in an efficient manner. Messi taking in the accolades, having been named man of the match, and deservedly so.
Buon compleanno.